Happy Monday, friends. It's a new week. It's a good week. We've got lots of things going on. So it's like 10 a.m. I don't know. I did not go to bed till like 2 or 3 in the morning, but I've been up for like an hour just doing some work on my phone because treat week's back, baby. Woo! Love to see it. And so I was just doing all my posting for that stuff, which, you know, takes some time. But I'm up and I'm gonna go take a morning shower because I was just so tired last night. Even though like it took me forever to fall asleep, I knew Chris had to take a shower because he had just gotten home from work. And so I just was like, you can go take yours. I'm just gonna go lay down. So I'm gonna take a morning shower and then we're gonna jump into it. The plan for today is that I am going to work on, work on orders. I'm gonna print, organize orders, do journaling cards, pull foil, and hopefully do all the customs. I believe wholeheartedly I can complete all of the open orders because there's not a ton of them in one day. So my goal is to get all of the back work done for them today, which shouldn't be a problem. I may also be able to squeeze in filming a plan with me and editing last week's vlog and a plan with me. Like, I'm very confident in my abilities today. We're going into this week with good energy, you know what I'm saying? And then tomorrow, I'm getting up at the butthole crack of dawn to go to SPC. Yesterday, Andrea and I were going to her journaling event at Larkenel, and she needed some help collating some stuff, and so she's like, can you come help? I desperately need help. So I was like, yeah, no problem. So I came in and helped, and then I'm going in tomorrow to help as well, which completely fine. Definitely got the time and always here to help a girly out, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go do that tomorrow. We're like joking that I'm just like a seasonal SPC employee. She's like, you're seasonal. And I'm like, okay. She's like, you better wear a Christmas shirt tomorrow. I'm like, but it's Halloween season. She's like, do you have a Halloween shirt? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, you better wear it, truly. Also, if you guys know me, I've always wanted to have jury duty. My jury summons is in the mail today, so I'm definitely gonna have to go down to the mail at some point. The only thing is that it's, I don't know what time the mail is gonna be here. I don't want to walk down before the mail comes, but I'm not getting anything delivered with a tracking, so I can't really tell, but I'll probably go down. I'll just probably go down with the car whenever Chris gets home from work, honestly, because not because I don't want allergies. I'm gonna take my allergy medicine because allergies are just so bad. Literally last night in bed, I thought I was getting sick. But I woke up today feeling fine, so I think it was just allergies because I had been outside yesterday a little bit, aka I walked outside. And they're just deadly. So that's tomorrow's plan. Wednesday, I do have my D&D group, which I'm excited about. We're doing session 2. I'm so excited because, like, so much is gonna open up. And I'm just, like, thrilled. I don't know, it could be like kind of fun to like after each session for me to like film like a storytelling video of like how the session went, and so it's like y'all are along the journey too, but it's so fun. And so I'm doing that on Wednesday, but that's not till like 7 p.m. So Wednesday my plan is to get up hopefully early that day and do all of the orders on Wednesday. Be amazing. So that Chris could take them to the post office Thursday before work. And then they're just out of here, out of my hair. And then Thursday would be like a whatever day. No real solid plans on Thursday. Can just kind of chill, do the dang thing. And then Friday, going to Dallas. Andrea and I are going to Dallas for a different journaling event for like an overnight in Dallas. So we'll be in Dallas from Friday to Saturday, and then we had said we were gonna go do Dagger Heart this week, so I don't know if we're gonna do it Saturday after we get back. So I'm gonna have to verify that with her one way or another, but it's fine. I'll literally ask her tomorrow. But yeah, so then the rest of the weekend will be me probably prepping for this week's orders. So everything is basically going smooth, going great, and I'm manifesting a really good week, really positive week. We're gonna make lots of, we're gonna like get lots of orders. We're going to get the work done, and it's gonna be a good week. I'm putting it out there in the universe, and whether that's corny or not, which I know it is, I need to be more positive because last week was horrible on so many levels. So, you know, I really killed it with my aunt killing. I figured it out all on my own, and I did it, and I feel unstoppable, okay? So, that's this week's plan. I'm gonna go take a shower so we can wash off the bad vibes of last week and move on. Oh, I can show you guys really quick my junk journal. I need to take some pictures of it so I can like showcase how like the couple of journaling stickers from my shop work. I'm not sure that this is like super gonna be my thing, but I do think that the pages that I did came out cute. So I did this page, which I used like the little frame with like a picture of me and some of the other little bits and bobs. And then I used a lot of like my foiled stickers on this page. I think it looks really cute. And then this page looks insane, but I just, you know, thought it looked fun. It looks fun. It's like a grandma's sweater, but that's my journal. That's what we did. That's how it went. But yeah, I also don't need to do this week. Me and Andrea were talking about the Chicago Planner Convention, and I'm like going with her, and I'm putting like, she's sponsoring 2 tables, and we're going over like the themes and stuff, and so I'm gonna like make stuff for the 2 tables that she's sponsoring, which is grand. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's the plan of action, and I'm gonna, it's actually like so cold in here. I think it's because it's only 75 out, so it feels like extra cold in here, you know what I mean? I feel like when the air is on and it's like cold, not like 75 is like beautiful temperature, but when it's been like 90 something, it's a little chill. So I'm gonna go hop in the shower, and then, well, I'm gonna brush my teeth and then hop in the shower, and then we're gonna maybe eat something, possibly, because by the time I do, it's 10:10 now. It'd be like 10:30. That's weird. It's like a weird time because it's not really like lunchtime, but it's like brunch time. I don't have brunch food. Okay, I'm gonna go figure it out. You guys, I jumped in the shower and then I couldn't even enjoy it because I swiftly remembered that the bug people are coming to spray. So I have to be waiting for them, which is obviously all good. That's fine. I would like for them to be here. I would like for this to be taken care of, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's all good in the hood, but they're coming between like a time frame, and it's like now through noon. I think it was like between like either 9 and 12 or 10 and 12. It's 10:30. They're not here, but basically they should be here at any momento to come respray after our and situations. I think I'm probably gonna wait to eat something until after. So I'm gonna listen to some audio today. I was so mad I forgot my headphones yesterday when I went to Andrea's. I was like, yep, I need to pack my headphones so that I can listen to my book while I am being a part-time SPC employee, truly. And then I just swiftly forgot the whole thing. So that's really irritating of me, obviously, but it's whatever, truly. hate having to wash my, or not when I don't wash my hair, because it's just like dry, like all wet under here, but the top's dry because I'm just horrible at not getting it wet. But I'm gonna go get orders printed. I think I may just make lunch. Can't really decide though, like I'm trying to decide what I want. Oh, this is drama. You guys may have noticed there's no video of groceries this morning. So typically on Mondays, Chris goes in the afternoon, but they had him come in early today because he needed to train somebody, which is like whatever, it's fine. Like, I just wish that we got more warning than like at the end of his shift yesterday at like 9 p.m. You know? So. Okay. Just cleaning out the fridge a little bit. Trying to decide what I would like for myself. I'm thinking about just making like a flatbread. Because it's quick and easy, you know? Especially with the fact that these people should be here sometime this century, one would hope. One would hope. And because my options are quite limited, as we don't have groceries. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm preheat the oven. We'll turn the oven on to 425. I'll just put it in while it's preheating. I don't really care. And whenever I do that, I just put it in for a few minutes longer, you know? So I can show you what I'm gonna do here. It's gonna be nothing special, very simple. I like these. They're both vegan and carb, you know? If you need any of those dietary things. And then I'm just gonna do some sauce, a little bit of mozzarella, onions, and where did it go? Oh, here it is. I'm not gonna say for my final trick. Bananas. I'm also going to grab a little Alani, mini Alani, because I'm very like thirsty for water, but I need a little bit of caffeine to like get going. So I have water in my office, but we're just gonna be like a 2-drink girly. You know what I mean? Because due to allergies, I be being a mouth breather at night, so I wake up literally so extra dehydrated. So. But yeah, the orders are all pretty small. There's like one that's bigger, and there's not many of them, so it should be pretty simple to, oops, I literally splattered sauce all over the counter, but whatever. It should be pretty simple, what's it called, to get the orders done tomorrow, or Wednesday, I mean. I'll also call my dad on Wednesday, obviously. I'm not forgetting about that. Just rinse off the pizza cutter. I need to hand wash that, which is fine. I know that for most of you, this is gonna be like a criminally small amount of cheese, but I just am not a big mozzarella girly. It's just not a cheese that does much for me. I'm more of like a Parmesan girl, so I'm doing a little bit more than I did last time. Maybe that's not like criminal. Chris would do like double that, and I'm not exaggerating. Add lots of onion because I'm a me and this is what we do in life. Chris was training somebody today, and typically if he's like gonna be working with other people, I will make him a PBJ because it doesn't smell, and I put onions on his regular sandwich, but I threw away the peanut butter last week during the ant crisis of 2025, and there's ants all over it, and it had to go. It could no longer live in my home, so we need to buy new peanut butter. But he's like, ooh yeah, my sandwich is gonna be nice and stinky tomorrow while I'm training this person. And I'm like, well, the thing is whenever he has a stinky sandwich that has both, especially when it has the combo, this one has like the stem still attached, so that's just going down in the garbage disposal. When he has the combo of banana peppers and onions, he gets told by like all of his coworkers how good it smells. So like maybe it's just potent, but not like in a bad way. Cause all of his like, the people who work in the office, all of the like ladies are always like, oh my God, your lunch smells so good. And it's literally just either onions or banana peppers or both that they're smelling. Oh my God, I hate when like there's pieces that are just like not properly removed. These machines that be chopping these up are not doing a very good job. Okay. So that's that portion. I'm gonna toss whatever this like bit. Great. I'm just gonna throw this in the oven for 10 minutes, and then lunch will be served. Bone apple tea, way better than any frozen pizza, that's for sure. And obviously, if you wanted other toppings, you could do other toppings, but I think bacon would be a really good add to this, but I don't have any, so we can't really do that. But I'm gonna go set a timer for 10 minutes so that I can come get it out. If the oven was already fully preheated, I would put it in for 8 minutes, but it's not, so 10 minutes. And I'm gonna use this time to finish filling in my planner for last week. Y'all, the amount of books I have DNF'd this month is crazy, but another one bites the dust. Because I just know, like, I was just listening to Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I thought I might like it, and it turns out it's so boring. I could fall asleep sitting here. It's just miserable. I'm not a fan. I don't want to continue it, but I'm working on customs now, and then I'm like done with everything for the day. And then when I was telling y'all about like all my plans, I forgot to mention that like whenever I get back from Dallas this weekend, so long as I'm done with all of these orders, I will be, what's it called? I will be working on Advent this upcoming weekend, which is obviously exciting, but also stopped marking my DNFs in my journal because I just don't have the space for them. But it's gonna be like the quickest book journal video ever because I've read like 15 books this month, which is obviously still a lot, but you know, not for me. Not for me personally, because I'm crazy. But I'm gonna listen to hopefully The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue tomorrow at SPC, and hopefully it's just like amazing, like everybody says. To be fair, it's not like the book that I was just reading has like exceptional, amazing reviews. It has like a 3.7, which is like decent, and there's nothing to like balk at, but I am truly not impressed thus far. So I think I'm just gonna be done because it's putting me in a bad mood. And I'm already in a bad mood because, I don't know, I just am in a bad mood today. We just have days, I mean, I started out in a kind of a good mood, but I'm PMSing really bad, and so my emotions are everywhere, and I just want my period to come. Literally, it's probably gonna come tomorrow, because then I'll feel like shit the whole time I'm there helping Andrea. But truly, I already know we're getting Italian for lunch tomorrow, and sounds so good. But I think I'm literally not even going to like read anything further today. I'm just gonna watch YouTube because I'm in such like a bad mood about this. Oh yeah, I got 28%, and we're gonna return that early. So, and tomorrow I'll try The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and if I hate it, then I have a different book that I also need to read that I have on deck that I'm like positive I'll like. So there's that. But I have so many books. Update percent 28 DNF. So boring. I'm the queen of DNFing lately. Truly. Remove from the shelf. Bye-bye. I think I truly need to just like stick in my lane right now because I've been so slumpy and I've been really bad about like sticking in my lane, you know? I'm trying to like branch out, but the branching out is not doing it. Now I just want to listen to / read fluffy little romances and the silly little thrillers that are great. So maybe I won't start with Addie LaRue tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe I'll start with the romance. I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out. You know? Cutie pies. It is 3:30, 3:28. I was gonna say 3:30 exactly, but that would be a bull-faced lie. So, I am going to take these glasses off because these are my office glasses. I'm going to, I don't know. I'm working on a grocery list. I don't know exactly. I don't know if Chris is getting out at 3:30. I need to like verify with him. We definitely have to go grocery shopping whenever he gets home. Oh, actually, what time did he go in? No, he's probably not getting out till 5 because he didn't go in really early. So that's actually a lie. I'm gonna eat something because I was like, well, if Chris is gonna be home soon, we go grocery shopping, I'll get stuff to make at the store. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna see what time he's gonna be home. But I did finish all the work I needed to do today. Okay, I texted Chris. I went through and I counted how many books I have in my box of books for blind date with a book, which are books that like I've just been collecting over like months in prep for Advent. So I needed to see how many I had, so it wouldn't be like so obnoxious to have to buy everything, but I think I'm good. I think I have enough, which is wonderful. I need to order, I think the plan is for everybody who got the books is I'm just gonna get flat rate boxes from the post office and then wrap them in wrapping paper because I know like the box will be free and then ship it. The flat rate is more expensive than what the shipping will be. And then I gotta get little bags or envelopes for the sticker days. But I'm glad that I'm done with that, and it's so early. But again, I'm getting kind of hungry. I had that pizza earlier. The bug people did come, but they didn't come until like 2, which is kind of crazy. But he was here for a long time. And so, backstory. Whenever we started using this company, we had this same guy who came every time named Daniel. Daniel came every week, or not every week. Every time we got our stuff done, it was always Daniel for like years. And then they kept like, quote unquote, changing the formula and changing how often they came, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And we stopped getting Daniel for whatever reason. But we never had issues when it was Daniel. And he always takes his time, is super thorough. And then we started getting these other people. Hold on, I gotta pee really bad. Anywho, so everybody who wasn't Daniel, they would be here for like, I'm not exaggerating, they would do the whole inside and outside of the house in 15 minutes. And Daniel, he spent spent probably like 15 minutes doing the inside, in the garage, everywhere. And then he probably spent an additional 20 minutes outside. He was like in the bushes in front of my office. I'm currently opening this, which is the Olivia, the off switch for menstrual pain. Sweetie girl Emily, oh, there's literally like a thing to open it here, gifted me this for my B-Day. Okay, super cool. There's like a little clip so you can like clip it on your pants. And this is essentially to relieve menstrual pain. This box is so nice. Is this like a little compartment for her to go in? How does this open? What the heck? Yeah, I think so. I think this goes in here, question mark, or does it go this way? I don't know. But there's like space for the other stuff. This part also open? It feels like this also opens. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, yes, this comes off. I'm not really sure what this is all about yet, but we're gonna find out. But basically, she swears by this for period pain. And so she gifted me this for my B-Day. And my period's coming, so I didn't know if this was something I needed to get it charged. You know what I mean? So, there is a cord. User manual. Let's see. Introduction. This is a non-invasive electrical nerve stimulator for menstrual pain relief through electrotherapy. It's great to relieve menstrual pain. Advantages. Principle of operation. Okay. Safety and guidelines. Warnings. I don't need that. I want the like how-to guide, you know? System controls, very good info to have. Okay. The flower pads. The flower pads and the gel pads. The flower pads are a set of 2 electrodes that plug into the device. A reusable set of gel pads is already applied to the flower pads in your Olivia kit. The gel pads allow the flower pads to adhere gently to the skin. The gel pads should retain their adhesive for 12 to 15 uses, which should last for a menstrual cycle. Amazing. Your Olivia kit comes with 2 additional sets to be used for your next 2 menstrual cycles. Get additional pads at myolivia.com. The flower pads and gel pads have been tested, blah, 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 blah. If you're hairy, you might have to shave it. Bada bing, bada boom. Positioning the flower pads. Prior to connecting the flower pads to the Olivia, place them on your lower abdomen or lower back around the area of the pain, as seen in the example. Okay. That's how you do it. Store the plastic covers that were removed from the gel pans in your Olivia carrying case while the Olivia is in use. Once the flower pads are attached to your skin, make sure the device is turned off. I'm guessing the light not being on. Okay. Plug the flower pads in and then turn it on. It's recommended to slightly change the location of the flower pads every couple of hours to avoid irritation. For some women, menstrual pain will be located in both the lower abdomen and lower back. In such cases, 2 devices can be worn at the same time. That's crazy. To remove them, lift them off, replace them on a monthly basis. The Olivia's power button is located in the center. Blah, 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 blah. Increase, decrease. Charging. To charge Olivia, connect it. Blah, 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 blah. While charging, the green light will flash slowly up and down. When it's fully charged, all LED lights stop flashing and remain steadily lit. The first time you charge it, allow it to charge for 12 hours. Okay. Cool. I'm excited about, well, this situation. I'm gonna bring it with me. If I get my period today, obviously I'll definitely bring it with me, but I'm gonna open this and put it in, it's like the flower pads and stuff in the carrying case. I think this is what like the top portion is meant for, maybe, is for this stuff. Yeah, they fit nicely in there. And then she goes in here, and then you close the whole thing up to bring with you. So I can pack this with me tomorrow when I go to SPC, so that if I get my period, then I can give her a try and see if she helps, which I think is very exciting. But I am gonna go charge her because she needs to be charged for 12 hours prior to the first use. So we'll go take care of this bad bitch and we'll be ready for tomorrow. And yeah, I had to figure out what I want for lunch. I did text Chris and said, biatch, what time will you be done? He's doing a training group today, so my guess is maybe 4, I don't know, but I'm kind of starving to death, so I might just make some things. I don't really like have a ton of snacks because today's grocery shopping day. Like, my go-to in this situation where like he's gonna be home shortly and so I don't want to eat dinner would be to have like chips or something, but not really an option when I don't have any, you know? And definitely charging right now. It's going up and up and up to charge. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna see, did he answer? He did not. So I'll figure something out. I in fact got my period. Yay. Woo. Yay. Yippee. So I have to film my, I don't have to film my vlog. It would just be easiest. I could film it Wednesday and like just upload it for Wednesday. But turns out Chris is quote unquote hoping that they're done at their last stop at 6:30. It's not even 6 yet, but you guys are not gonna believe what just happened to me. You know, I'm just I started this day in this vlog, like, such good energy. I was putting good energy out there, like, so excited about new releases. As of right now, they're not going great. So excited for life. Had all these plans. My original plans for the day did go pretty well. Like, I will give myself that. I got all the work I needed to get done besides this vlog, but this wasn't even, like, a has to get done today thing. Another fucking lizard got into the house. I just, based on the fact that like there's like specific lizards that are like out at nighttime and they're like literally the same color tan as my wall. This was a bright green lizard, so this is not a nocturnal lizard. This was like a daytime lizard, and so I'm pretty sure that the bug guy let it in. And because as far as it got was the kitchen. So I did save his life. He is currently outside. I did go make sure that he didn't die, but it almost killed me because it was so scary and I hated everything about it. Yeah, he's out there still. But these things only happen when Chris is not home. Like, all of my issues, like, this is not to be dramatic. My grandma died. Chris was out of town at a concert. Christy died. Chris was at work. The ant fiasco. Chris was at work. And now another lizard and Chris is at work. What happens when Chris is home? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing goes wrong. Everything's fine. So apparently he's my good luck charm and everything falls to shit when he's not around. But my back hurts and it's like not my usual back pain. This pain that I'm having today, I know exactly what it's from. Andrea, I'm sending you a workers' comp bill. Just kidding. She was like, my back hurts watching you do that. It's like right here. And it's because I was collating some stuff for the Chicago Planner Convention yesterday at SPC, and I was literally standing like this, like slightly bent, for like 4 hours-ish. So, like, I know why it hurts, but it's like in combination with now getting my period, I'm just like, I kind of want to die. Was thinking about taking another shower just because it sounds like it'll feel good, honestly. So I think we're gonna, I mean, it's not like I'm washing my hair. I'm literally just gonna stand under there and have the water run on my back. I'm gonna offload these wonderful, magical, lovely clips. There's only 11 of them, so it'll take no time. And then edit that video. I do have like a book video I could edit too. I think it's like my getting, sorry guys, my getting out of a reading slump video. But yeah, I think that's the plan. I tried calling Chris to tell him about my fiasco, and then he didn't answer, so I FaceTimed my sister, and she thinks she broke her nose. Her dog like bonked her on the face, and like her nose is like cut and like literally looks crooked. So, and it was gushing blood. So, you know, it's just a time. It's just a time. Happy October 1st! I didn't talk to you guys at all yesterday. I was literally left my house at 6:30 in the morning and did not get home until 10 p.m., okay? So, let's debrief about yesterday. It was a great day. Live, laugh, love. Woke up in the morning, got to Andrea's house, and I had to be a super secret ninja spy, basically, and I like came in through the garage, and then I had to like quickly, silently maneuver myself into her office so that the kids didn't see me because they had to go to school and it would be bad news bears. So, well, the boys. So the boys went off to school, and then I was freed, and then we got McDonald's breakfast, and then we went to SPC, and you know, I was a little seasonal helper, did the damn thing. I basically collated a bunch of stuff for the Chicago Planner Convention as well as the October mystery. So, and helped do like the shipping, like the stickers on like the packaging. So if you get the October mystery, just know it was collated by yours truly. And so helped out with that. And then well, oh, we also went and got Italian for lunch, and it was so good. I wish I had it again right now, honestly. There's this place, and they just have these bomb-ass lunch specials. Mind you, keep in mind, Andrea got water, I got a Diet Coke, and, I had to put you guys down. Andrea got water, I got a Diet Coke. She got this lunch special, which is like, she got like it looked like a chicken parm sandwich. I don't really know exactly what it was, but that was like the vibes it was giving, was chicken parm. Like fried chicken cutlet in a sandwich, basically. It looked so crispy, but she got that with fries, and I got a build your own pasta situation, and the bill before tip was like $28. You literally cannot beat that. So good. So scrumptiddly diddly Also, I marked this. You guys are getting the real tea. I marked the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue as finished yesterday, so I could count it in my September reads. I'm determined to do better at reading in October because September was one of my worst reading months this year. But basically, I need to move all this shit out of the way. I marked it as read. I listened at 3 times speed. I have 10 minutes left in my book. And I just didn't feel like listening to it last night because, another sneak peek, there's just one YouTuber that I occasionally actually don't watch her that much. Her name's Lexi, and she referred to the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue as the Midi Life of Midi LaMid. And I truly could not agree more if I tried. I think it's a very boring book. I'm not enjoying it. Literally, I gave it a 2. I already know I'm gonna give it a 2. I think everything about the book was, there's like, if you don't know what the book is about, there's this girl, Addie, and essentially she just, what happened on Monday? Oh, it was just like a really tragic day, honestly. and she basically has this curse on her where she is gonna live forever, but nobody remembers her, and so it's like all sad, blah blah blah. And this one guy eventually, like, he can remember her, like he meets her and he remembers her, and like literally when that happened, in my head I'm like, well, this is why. And like when the like reason why he can remember her was revealed, I was like, was that supposed to be surprising? Because absolutely was not. Like, I saw that coming from about 84 miles away. Absolutely saw that coming. So I just did not really think it was very good. I thought everything about it was boring and predictable, and I did not give a shit about Addie at all. Which I think a lot of the times that is part of the issue for me, is if it's like a very character book and I don't give a fuck about the character, then I'm just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? So it was really a situation, you know what I mean? Oh, I didn't mean to put this in here. Whatever, I guess that's just gonna go there. But yeah. So anywho, I worked at SPC all day. Me and Andrea were like, well, Andrea was like, man, I really want to play this one game that she got called Harvest, but it's 4 players maximum, so we can't play at most game nights. And I was like, well, I mean, Chris can probably just come pick me up later. And she's like, oh, well, ask him if he's cool with that. And I did, and Chris was like, yeah, no problem. So, whoa. The original plan was Chris was just gonna pick me up after work, but he ended up coming to grab me whenever we were done playing games, baby. So it was really a blast. It was so fun, and we had a blast, and yeah, it was great. Andrea made chicken and dumplings for dinner, which I was personally thrilled about because Chris hates chicken and dumplings, so I don't get to ever have it because I'm not gonna make it for him to not eat it. So I was very excited when she said that's what was on the menu. I was like, okay girl, I'm hype. So had that, and then we played the game, and then I came home and watched Love Island, and that was pretty much me day. So now we're here. I slept till 10:30 because I only ended up getting 4 hours of sleep. I also don't think I updated you guys on Monday. Basically, I had this issue. I use, basically on Shopify, you can only, I think, have like maybe 15 or 20 variations on a product. I have 120 foil options. So that just like simply doesn't work for me. So I have this app called like, it's called like, the company's called Relentless Apps, and it's called like VO, like variant option something. I don't know. Honestly, couldn't tell you. So I use this app, and basically at like 6 p.m. on Monday, all of a sudden there was just no foil options on anything, or font options. Really just obnoxious. And so I emailed them, and I know that patience is not like a virtue that I personally have. I'm aware. We're gonna work on it. But it was like, you'll get a confirmation email from us in 10 minutes. 10 minutes came and went, and I simply had no confirmation email. So that was really stressing me out. Then obviously, like, I couldn't sleep. Basically, the whole thing wasn't resolved until like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And so classic, I'm just up. And then I was so stressed out that I'm just now up. And I had to be up at 6 in the morning. So I got like maybe 4 hours of sleep yesterday, and then like worked all day. And like, if I was working at home in my own environment, 4 hours of sleep is like whatever, but like I'm doing something different. I want to like do a really good job because it's not for me or my business. You know what I mean? Like when it's somebody else's thing, I'm even more like, yeah, I don't want to disappoint. So, you know. Oh, I forgot to put in read. That's fine. I'll just put it at the bottom. It's fine. It's fine, the order incorrect, but I don't really care. I don't really care. So basically that happened on Monday, so I had no sleep. So basically last night I slept, I think I fell asleep at like midnight 30 till 10:30. It was crazy the amount of sleep I slept, you know, like that's not normal for me. And now we're into Wednesday, and I just woke up and I called my dad, and we actually are moving D&D from this week to next week. One of the girls in our group, she is kind of going through it. That her husband got into a motorcycle accident, so he is dealing with some stuff right now, so we are just moving it to next week. No big deal, obviously. Like, sending all of the love to her and her family, because it's just so scary to me personally. I'm like, that's terrifying, and I hope that everybody is just a-okay. But I talked to my dad for a bit this morning, and now my plan is just to get through all of the open orders. You know what I mean? That's where we're going with today's journey, is to get through the orders, and I think it should be pretty good, pretty easy. We should be able to do it. If I have time, I would like to get ready and film I'm gonna see what time I'm done, because my options of things is probably my best course of action would be to make my freebies for my Plan With Me and to make my stickers for my book journal, and then tomorrow get ready for the day in the morning so that I can film my book journal and my wrap up and my Plan With Me, and then do some editing tomorrow. That could be like a really good plan of action if I can make that work, which I should be able to. I don't really super see a reason why I shouldn't be able to get that to work, but there's that. And then Friday, Chris is gonna drop me off at Andrea's at 11 for us to below this popsicle stand and go to Dallas for the journaling event, as well as just, you know, having a fun time. So we're pretty hype about it all, and it should be wonderful, great, magical, fabulous experience. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of to catch you guys up on what you have missed. Oh, I also walked down to my mailbox this morning to get my jury summons. If I did not tell you, I think I did tell you, I got jury duty, which to most people, they're like, jury duty, I hope I get selected. Like, I would love to do it. Like, I don't know why. For a lot of my life, I thought that I was gonna work in law in all different types of capacities. When I started college, if you don't know, I do have an associate's degree in business. Never thought I was gonna use it, but here we are. Do I think I'm actually using it? No, if I'm being honest with you. But I did get an associate's degree in business, but I started out my college experience getting an associate's degree in paralegal studies and hated it, so I quit immediately after one semester, because like the college that I went to is a very, very, very small college. It's called Bryant and Stratton, and basically they had one teacher who was like, there was like teachers who taught like math, English, those subjects, and then there was like, for the majors, there was like the tech teacher, the law teacher, the business teacher that taught all of those specialized classes, and I hated the law teacher that I was like, I literally can't deal with her. But yeah, so I'm like really hoping that I get selected and that I don't have to defer, because I'll have to defer if it's when I'm out of town. But anywho, we're gonna go over the orders. Sam's order, I misspelled something. So we're going, the wildest part is that I do just copy and paste it, and I messed up on copying and pasted. The word, like, there was a word at the end, and I like did not hover over the final letter. But we're gonna give Sam a little dino sticker. So that'll be Sam. And then into these orders, we've got Ashlyn from overseas, no PR freebie for Ashlyn, and then Ashlyn's little sticker, we'll give Ashlyn this cute little sailboat. Then after Ashlyn, we are going to be moving into Johnny or Joni No PR freebie for them either. They are gonna get, let's see, this little ticket sticker. After that, we've got Danielle. And Danielle did get Domi's freebie, which I need to make some of. So we will make that first things first. We're gonna give Danielle a little donut, and then Danielle has some book stickers. So I'm just gonna grab them here and put them with Danielle's stuff. And Danielle is from Wisconsin. And then we have Yolanda from, I think MO is Missouri. And Yolanda got Laura's freebie, which I do have one made. And this is gonna be in deep pink. And you guys are about to die, so this works out perfect. And Yolanda is gonna get Scrooge McDuck. And that's gonna be the first handful of orders. Let's have a good day. Hello guys, it's like 8 o'clock. And I have 2 orders left to do. I took a break, Chris got home, and I don't know, I just felt like I'd be missing that little poop head. He's been at work, and then I'm gonna be gone. He's like off Fridays and Saturdays, but I'm gonna be gone Friday into Saturday. So I was like, I miss you. So we decided to go on a date tonight. So we haven't been having a date day. And it was an experience. We're to this place called 5-4, and our service was really, really good. Like, our waiter was really, really good, but we ended up getting this, like, it's called, like, meal for 2, like, meal deal situation, where it's, like, $40, and you get the appetizer, the 2 entrees, and dessert. Great, whatever. Except for, it took, like, 35. We got there at 5:45 and we didn't leave till 7:15. And I would say it probably took like 45 minutes, 40-ish minutes maybe, for our dessert to come out. And the waiter just kept coming over being like, I literally don't know what's going on. Like, I've been back there multiple times reminding them, and we would like watch him go back. And he just like kept apologizing, but it was really annoying. But I just washed my hair because I want it to mainly air dry before I get into bed, you know, so that it dries nicely. But it was looking pretty bad because it's Wednesday, and the last time it was washed was at my hair appointment last Friday, you know. But we got her nice and clean, so I'm just gonna do these last 2 orders. One of which is just 3 foil bundles. I already have one of them already completely printed and foiled. And then the other one is just it's a couple of bundles and a couple of other things. Nothing too crazy left to do for the day. And that's the plan. My tummy really hurts though because my food was also not very good. We decided to do the meal deal thing, and I was going between a couple of things, and I got this like pasta dish. And it was like an Alfredo, which I don't even really like, so I don't really know why I got that, other than pasta just sounded good.
An entire country. Yeah, data was an ordinary ship. Skip it, no story. Time to go.
But, sorry about that. It was very bland. And so that gave me a tummy ache, plus the ice cream from the dessert. Bad news bears, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. Happy Thursday, friends. I ended up finishing my work at like 9 last night. It feels so cold in here. It must be chillier outside. I feel like I don't change the temperature in the house. It's just like set at 71. However, I think that like it's always colder than it says. I'm not the only one who thinks that. Literally anybody who's been in my house feels that way. But whenever it's colder outside, it makes it feel even colder in here. And I'm gonna get me a good old, this one's got no chocolate chips on top. Good old banana chocolate chip muffin, delish. And a bevy of a Diet Coke. And I am this morning, Chris is gonna be leaving here probably like 11:30 because he has to go to UPS and USPS for me. But I'm gonna get all of my book journal stuff done this AM so that I can film my book journal and my reading wrap up, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go grab some wax for in here, but that's the plan for today because I do need to get those edited. Today my reading wrap up was supposed to go up, but I just moved my Sunday video to today, and so it'll go up Sunday. It'll already be up by the time you guys see this, but that's the plan. And then I do need to pack for Dallas. I'm probably not even packing like a suitcase. I'm probably just packing like a bag. I also want to make a couple of foil bits and bobs for that. You know? That's the plan for the day. Okay guys, it's about 1 o'clock. I'm almost done getting everything prepped for my book journal. All I have left to do is like the fan art stuff. Because I didn't read that many books, it shouldn't take that long. But I'm also making myself lunch. I'm making myself KFC bowl. I have the chicken in the oven. It's gonna be a while, so I just have the rest of the ingredients out. We have corn, mashed potatoes. I just get these because it's easy. You just microwave this. And then I'll put the whatever's left in a container. Same with the gravy, some cheese. These will just be basically put into a separate container. You know, my plan is I'm gonna microwave the mashed potatoes and then put my serving in a bowl with the corn and the gravy, and then just microwave it some more. It's like whatever, if the potatoes get more microwaved, in my opinion. I don't really think it's gonna make a difference. And then, because I don't wanna like dirty a bunch of pots. You know what I mean? Because if I was to, you know, get a pot for the corn, get a pot for this, like it's just like obnoxious and I can't be bothered. So I'm not gonna be bothered, you know? So, just waiting for these quotes to finish cutting, and yeah, I'm watching the new Love is Blind. There's this one couple, the one with the guy named Joe, and I just gotta say, this is not a spoiler, IMO, when he and, I don't even know the name of the girl. The girl who has the same eye condition as Miley Burke, retina pigmentosa or whatever, her, I knew what his true thoughts about her were the second they showed their meeting. Chris was home and he thought I was wrong, and I was just proved right. And I texted Chris and I was like, guess what? Guess who was right? It's me. It's me. I'm like checking my computer so I can put these quotes in the right order of like the way I read these books to make my life easier. Because I didn't used to do this. I used to just like peel them off and hope for the best. And it really was bad life choice. Beneath the stand. Getting the quotes was torture. Because there was, for some reason, an excess, and I mean excess, of books that I read that there's not a single quote for them on Goodreads. So I had to really like do some deep dive searching, and it was really something else. I was not thrilled about it, if I'm being honest with you. If I'm being so honest with you. Walking around, Goodbye Earl, Suburban Dicks, Hunter Hunter, The Memory Police, and then fucking The Midi Life of Midi Lumid. Okay, so next up we're gonna start working on our fan art stuff. My phone's ringing, gotta go. Okay friends, we're gonna go, it's 2:44. I've been lolly freaking gagging, probably because I know like I'm in no rush. I did mainly pack for Dallas because we're going to a Taylor Swift event. You know, I have my journal. This bag is just all different glitter makeup. We've got glitter hairspray, we've got glitter body spray, we've got glitter body gel. Duh. I've got my orange skirt, which Andrea made us teal shirts, so feeling very Showgirl-esque. And then I did also pack, I have like these rhinestone stockings. I think I'm just gonna wear my sneakers still because I don't really feel like packing. I don't really have other shoes, to be honest. Not only do I not want to pack them, I don't really own them. So there's that. But I'm gonna go put on some hair. Well, do my hair and put on some makeup. Well, and then I'm gonna film my wrap up, and then I'm gonna go film my book journal, and then I'm gonna edit those videos and get them scheduled. That was pretty quick and painless because I've barely read any books. Didn't read that many books last month. I only had 17 with me physically, and I accidentally reviewed a book that I read on October 1st, so I'm gonna have to cut that out. But these four books I'm having leave. Whoa, you can't see me at all. These books are leaving the collection. One of them is not in good condition though, so I'm gonna put it in the little free library. But we can just, I'm gonna have to move you guys because you literally can't see anything from that angle. It's way too backlit this time of the day. But I'm going to first and foremost plug my phone in because I need my phone to charge to 100% so that I can do my book video, my book journal video, because I have to use my phone and my camera. And so I would just prefer if because she's at like 70% right now, which is fine. I just would prefer it to be, you know, at 100. So I think I can put the rest of these books, or at least most of them, on the TBR card now. Actually, I think Atmosphere is going to be the next audiobook that I listen to possibly. So I'm just going to put that up here. Okay, so I just got to put some books away, and then I'm going to chill until it's time, you know, to go and film that other video. Hopefully, it's only like an hour and a half long, the book journaling video, because I read like literally 50% the amount of books that I have been reading. So I feel like that's some pretty good like chance that it won't be too terribly long, hopefully. But we will see. We will see. This is the only book that's in the black color range. So I'm just gonna pop this on this shelf here, boom. Then we have a handful of ones that belong in series, so we will go put them back where they belong in their series. Asylum. There's like some shelves where it's like there's only one series on that shelf that I have not read, so I've been trying to really get to those. Manga back. But this is always the most awful part of filming these videos, is I absolutely hate having to go put everything away. It's not been so bad since I've gotten these shelves on this side of the room because they provide me with a lot more space. But before I had them, it was actually kind of a nightmare. I do think I'm just going to do one of these. Truly. Boom. Done. All those little red books. It's very satisfying to see like a huge chunk of books though go from one side of the room to the other, especially ones that have been on my TBR for quite some time. You know, we love to see it. We have no orange, we have one yellow book. Also satisfying that my red shelves, all but like a handful of books that I've kept for a silly reason here and a silly reason there, that they've all been like successfully read, is very satisfying. I had plenty of available room in pink. We just have a couple of blues and one purple. Pretty simple little situation here. That in there. Oh my god, this is like the most painless book putting away I've ever had, I think. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit for my phone to charge. I think I might read some of my book on my Kindle because I'm absolutely loving it. I'm actually gonna do a reading update for that. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, I just was reading for a bit. It's like 5 o'clock now. Yeah, I read for like an hour and a half. My book's is so good, but I'm falling asleep. So I also came to the realization that I can just read this and edit this on, or film and edit these videos. Oh, I already filmed the one video, but I can film and edit the other video on Saturday if I don't feel like doing it today. I'm currently making myself, there's like a, you know, love Chris to death, but I had purchased those like frozen corn dog nuggets, which I totally told him he could eat whatever, but whenever I buy something like that, like I look at what like how many are in the box, and then like I divide that amongst how many you should eat per sitting so that it's like a nice filling little thing. Well, Chris just puts them on a tray and doesn't count. So there's like, I think like 7 left, but I'm like, which it's like obnoxious to like go through the process to cook them for like a snack, but the freezer is so full. I also have this like, it smells like pumpkin bread type of scent going in here from Fantasy Wax, and it's so good. So freaking good. Also, my doorbell rang earlier and I didn't answer it because I just don't answer the phone. I mean, well, I don't answer the phone either, but I don't answer the door. And Chris texted me and he said that it was our next door neighbor's mom rang the doorbell. And Chris was like, did you see her mom on the ring? And I'm like, first off, I don't have the ring app, only Chris does, so I would have no way to see that. But second of all, no, I don't really like reply to the door if it's being rang, but that's very strange because the only time I've ever spoken to her was when we had the really bad storms that like first winter here, and her next door neighbor's name is Erin. Her mom and dad offered to come over and help cut down the branches of our trees that were dangling, but I'm like, I don't really like know her, so I'm not really sure why she was ringing the doorbell, but I didn't answer. So I guess so we will never know. But I'm exhausted. I'm a sleepy girl. But yeah, that's the setup, baby. Okay guys, it's 7 o'clock. I did end up filming my book journal. It was really not that bad. I think it maybe took like an hour because I barely read anything, but you know, here she is. She's a chunker, and I'm just gonna pick everything up that I used, obviously, and put it all to the side, put it all away, baby. But I don't know what it is. Like, I could be sitting here at my computer all day, freezing to death. Something about filming this specific video makes me so, like, dying of heat exhaustion, sweating to death. Like, it's just, like, I feel so gross and sweaty now. All I want to do is take a shower. And that's truly just my truth right now. But I forgot that it's Thursday. I need to go watch last night's episode of Survivor. So that's truly like the first thing on my to-do list for now. Now that I was like such a good girl and I did the damn thing. I don't know if I told you guys. I just talked about it in my reading video. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to make 2 trips because I don't have pockets. Basically, tonight is the start of the new Critical Role campaign being GM'd by Brandon Lee Mulligan. So I'm really excited to watch that with Chris when he gets home. Yeah. Should be, well, I'm saying it should be good. That's really TBD, because historically Critical Role is not for me, but a lot of that comes down to Matt Mercer's DMing style. It just doesn't really gel with me very much. So we'll see if maybe the cast with a different GM works better for me, which I'm hoping is the case, because I would like to enjoy it and have something to watch D&D related. Well, yeah, they're doing D&D because we've been done with Fantasy High. There is much more things we could watch from Critical Role, but I just want more Fantasy High. I'm so pissed that we can't go to the thing in Vegas. I'm also pissed because Andrea said that flights to Vegas used to be like $50. And she's like, well, I mean, she's like, you guys could go just for like the day, ... And I'm like, yeah, but like, you know, flights are like, would be like over $200 something. And she's like, oh, they used to be like really cheap. And Nick's like, yeah, it's not cheap anymore. So, yeah. But I'm gonna watch Survivor, I believe. I think that's my calling right now. Making a little snack. Today's just been like a snacky kind of day, I feel. But yeah, I'm not like hungry for a full din-din because I had that little snack of those 7 corn dog things right before I filmed. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have a little Rice Krispie treat because I can use a little something sweet. But yeah, I hope Chris is not out too late. He typically on these days, he can get out anywhere between like 8:30 and 10:30. I never really know. They like for them to be like back at station around 8, so then he would get out for like 8:30. But it's been a shit show of a week there apparently, so I have my doubts. But I have Survivor and then I have Love Island, so I'm gonna go watch my shows. Whoa. Okay, guys, we are back home. I've gone to Dallas. I've come back. And I think I'll probably go over all of that and my thoughts on not the Torture Poets department, the Life of a Showgirl tomorrow. It's 5 o'clock. I've been home for a few hours. I've just been chilling. I just filmed a little bit of a book video and I plan to continue to chill. I did edit my video that I needed to edit for tomorrow, so go me. Glad I was able to get that done. And I think I'm gonna like unpack and do all of that tomorrow and just kind of chill for today. But yeah, I had a freaking blast. I'll show you guys my journal tomorrow too. I think it came out really cutesy, really fun. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know I'm back. I'm already like, I know because I just offloaded this camera so I could get my clips for my other videos. I am well aware that this video kind of sucks and is quite short, so sorry for that because this is what it is. I need a little something, I took my fudge. Should probably eat that, but I'm gonna eat this because that's in my bag. I'm not really unpacking right now, but you know. Gonna have this little snacky beer, eat some popcorn, and I'm just gonna chill, you know. I slept really, really, really bad last night, I will admit. So I'm kind of feeling in a grouchy mood, if I'm being honest. Y'all, it's the middle of the night and I literally can't sleep because my anxiety is at about a 6 bazillion. So I got like a fraud alert text basically being like somebody tried to make a $3,400 purchase for a headstone in Florida on my debit card. And it was like, did you make this purchase? I was like, no. And it's like, okay, we've put like a block on your card. And like the thing is that it's like the middle of the night and I personally, my bank is like a smaller bank and so they're closed on Sundays. It's Saturday going into Sunday, which means I'm not gonna be able to talk to him tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to get a hold of him until Monday. And my anxiety is just off the charts about it. I went in and you can like go to the thing to like mark lost slash stolen. So I did that, went through on the, like, that was like an automated call that you could do, but it was like, do this, blah, 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 and then it's like, you're gonna need to call the bank to get a replacement card, which is fine. Like, Chris has his debit card, I have credit card, whatever. That's not the issue, like, I don't really care. But, so I did that, and then I went on the app, because the app shows your card, and my card, like, went from being, like, colored to grayed out with lost just written across it. And then there's like a little toggle bar where you can switch it from your card being turned on or turned off. So I turned my card, just turned it off. And so, and then I did like a test purchase. I literally went to my website because I was like, well, if the purchase goes through, I can just cancel it. But I was like, I'm gonna do a test purchase to see if it like goes through, to like verify that the card is turned off. And so I did that, and it was denied. So I think that's good. I think it's like, I mean, my friend works at a bank, and I texted him like 40 minutes ago, and I'm waiting for him to get back to me because, like, though he should be asleep, but it's the weekend, so maybe he's up. But I was like, maybe you can like help me feel better about like this, because there's literally nothing else I can do. And then I'm like Googling what happens when you mark your card as lost or stolen, and Google's like, your card is turned off, you will need a replacement card. Once you mark it as lost or stolen, your card is canceled. So like, the logical part of me is like, we're all good, it's fine. But like, my anxiety about the whole thing is so high that like, I feel like I could throw up. I've had hives, like, I love Chris to death. I love him to death. I love him to death. He's like, you did everything you could do. You like everything's all good. We've got it situated. It's good. Like, the card is canceled. Nobody can use the card. It is canceled. It's like, whatever. And he's trying to like reassure me, but when I'm like spiraling like that, it just makes me feel worse. And I'm like, I know that, but like, I'm stressed out about something that's like a legitimate reason to worry, because I'm worried all the time about things that aren't worth worrying about. But I'm like, this is like a real thing to worry about. And so like, it is what it is. And then he's like trying to like rub my back and be so sweet, but like, when I'm stressed out, I'm like feeling like overwhelmed. Like, I need to not be touched. Please, just, I know you're being sweet, I love you so much, but I need to not be touched right now. So he's sleeping and I'm spiraling. And my camera's gonna die, but I just needed to, you know, get that out. It is a Sunday morning. I'm still feeling very anxious, as I'm sure you could guess from the situation of my card being hacked. It's one of those things where like, I think I'm just taking my allergy medicine because I'm already anxious of a person. It's like, I know I've taken all of the precautions that I can take. Like, I marked that as fraud, reported the card lost or stolen, turned off the card, changed my password. Like, I did all of the things. And I know that if I was to talk to a person from the bank, that's exactly the like steps they would give me to do. Like, that's exactly what I would need to do. And I did talk to Kieran, and he was basically like, yeah, like, the second you mark it as like a lost or stolen, the card's dead and nobody can use it. So it's like, I like rationally know these things, but I think because I'm unable to speak to somebody at the bank until tomorrow, it's just like spinning in my head. So I've like checked my bank account, I'm not exaggerating, probably 80 times in the last 12 hours to make sure that the like balance is exactly the same. But, and it is, so all's good there. I told Andrea to like check her accounts because we were in Dallas together. I don't know if it's like someplace in Dallas where this happened. So she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but it's stressful times. My plan for the day is I'm solely going to be working on Advent. That's my plan for the whole day. Like, I'm planning to just work on Advent until Chris gets home from work because I need something that's going to like fully distract me today. So that's the plan of action. Okay, I think I'm gonna wait for Chris to leave to start working on Advent. I have the foiler on. She's heating she's that bitch. She's getting hot and bothered. And I'm gonna fill in my planner from the last few days because I wasn't home. So she's been neglected. And I thought I would talk about the life of a showgirl. In case you are, in fact, interested on my thoughts and feelings. I will admit, it's all a cult. It just is. Not all cults are bad. It's just, you know, a group of people into the same thing, okay? And I've been a recent converter to the cult. I listened to Taylor Swift a lot in my youth, you know? As a child, I listened to her a lot. And then, like, I actually don't really like her pop music. Like, I hate 1989 and Reputation are my bottom 3 albums. So I didn't think I was really going to like this album at all, if I'm being honest with you. And I do like it more than I thought. There's only 2 songs that I like actively dislike. So we kind of count that as a win, if you ask me. But thoughts and feelings, thoughts and feelings. Andrea and I did like a full first impressions listen through on our drive to Dallas from Austin. So we like made some stops here and there, whatever. I ended up being able to listen to it like I think 4 complete times. And then we went to a journaling party that she was sponsoring and like vendoring at. And it was like a junk journaling Taylor Swift listening party. So listened to it a bunch more times. That like I probably listened to the whole thing like 10 times. So I feel like my thoughts and feelings are pretty concrete. Like I know how I feel about it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I feel pretty solid in my thoughts. But yeah, we'll just get into it. The first song, The Fate of Ophelia, give it a 7 out of 10. It's kind of like a nothing burger to me. It's not like, I just don't feel really one way or another about it. It's just kind of there. And it's like, take it or leave it. I don't feel very strongly about it, one way or another. But that's like, fine. It's not like a bad thing. I just like, I don't have much to say about that one. That is followed by Elizabeth Taylor, I believe, which I really like that one. That one I gave an 8, I think, an 8 out of 10. And then we have Opalite, which I also gave an 8 out of 10. That is Chris's favorite song on the album. So if you wanted that information, there you go. He did listen to the whole thing while we were gone, and he was sending me his thoughts, and that is his favorite, which I just think it's like cute that he even like has a favorite. Chris just loves music. That's another thing about me that is like, Andrea said that this is serial killer behavior. I was like, it's my one psychopath trait, blah, 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 like everybody's got one. And she's like, oh no, it's beyond. Is that I am not like big into music. Music is like fine to me. I listen to music in the car sometimes, but I don't like, it's not like something, some people are like, music means the world to me. Like that's how both Chris and Andrea are, and that's just not my reality, you know? But anywho, where was I going with that? Then we moved into Father Figure, which is in my top 5. I think this song is so funny. It's basically her being like, call me daddy, baby, because I'm a bad bitch. And, well, you know, her dick's bigger. It's basically the moral of the story, which I just personally find to be hilarious. So I really like that one. I gave that one a 9. And then my second favorite song is track 5, which is Eldest Daughter. It's the sad song. I do enjoy me a sad song, always. Always, always, always good for me. Then that's followed by Ruin the Friendship, which I gave a 7. It's a really, really sad song, but It's very like, yeah, it's an unexpected sad song, but I just like, I don't know. I think because for me it follows Ruin the Friendship follows Eldest Daughter, and I feel like it just falls flat in comparison to me personally. So due to that, it's in the bottom for me. Then we have Actually Romantic, which is my third favorite song on the album. I think it's so funny because you expect it to be like a romance song, but it's actually like a, oh my god, you're so obsessed with me, you're so obsessed with hating me. How cute. So I do like that one. Wishlist is my #1 favorite song. It's just like all these things that people like want in life, and Taylor's like, literally all I want is a best friend who I think is hot and for everybody to leave me the fuck alone. I'm like, iconic. Then there is Wood, which is, if you know, you know. And that's my least favorite song on the album. That is one of my 2 skip songs. I will be skipping it. Just not a fan. Canceled, liked it enough, gave it an 8. Honey is my #5 song. I feel like it's been very much so underrated, but I am quite enjoying that one. I think it's a very sweetie pie song, which I do enjoy. And then The Life of a Showgirl is my other skip. I am not, don't put me at the stakes for this, I don't feel strongly about Sabrina Carpenter. She's kind of like a nothing to me as well. Like, I just don't feel anything about her. I'm not a hater, I'm not a fan, so that's not a selling point to me. And I think it being like the title of the album, I expected it to be more like fun, but I do love that it ends the album with like a clip from the actual Eras tour, so that's pretty cool, you know. But my top 5, which I feel like with an album with only 12 songs, a 5 is kind of dramatic. My top 3 is Wishlist, Eldest Daughter, and then Actually Romantic. And then if we're doing 5, we would throw in Father Figure and Honey. So that's basically that. Little bits and bobs of info, in case you were curious. Not that I think anybody is coming to me for this information, but Andrea made us these shirts for the event, and since I was going to be talking to you guys about this, I figured I would throw it on. I don't think that this is like a favorite album. I liked the Tortured Poets Department significantly more. It's more like my speed, because like I said, all of her like super poppy albums are just not super me. Besides Lover, I do like Lover. I think out of all of her albums, my least favorite is the one that's like gray. Evermore, I think that's Evermore. Evermore at the bottom, then 1989, then Reputation, and then this one. It's probably in the bottom 4 for me, but still some bangers. Just, it's one of those things where it's like none of these songs are even remotely a top favorite Taylor Swift song for me personally. So therefore, it can't be a top favorite album, you know? When I don't think any of the songs would be in even my like top 20 Taylor Swift songs ever, so you know. Junk journal. Okay, now I have to fill in yesterday. What happened yesterday? We went to Cindy's for breakfast, which was 10 out of 10 as always. Maybe that's where my card got hacked. Who knows? This is vacuuming something. I don't know. I'm just very like stressed out right now, and I feel like I'm rambling to try to like fill my brain with other things. But I'm simply not a fan of life at this particular moment. It's just feeling tragic. Like I said, I just wish that I could just talk to the bank, you know? I feel like I would feel significantly better if that was the case. Oh, Andrea and I also did listen to an audiobook on our drive, and it was something else. It's like this little series by Devney Perry, and it was like fine. We both gave it a 3, and Andrea literally, she's like, well, I got the audiobook because book 3 in the series is my favorite male audio narrator. And I'm just like, girl, that's a commitment to get to book 3. They're really short though, but we both gave it a 3. It was fine. So we did do that yesterday. I drove home, I read, I came home, and I just like didn't do much. Upon getting home, I just kind of relaxed, watched my shows, and then got my card stolen, you know? Just classic. I'm just gonna do a big old relax for watching all my shows and stuff. And then I will put in the card bowl shiitake mushrooms. It's been a pretty bad week. Started with the lizard earlier in the week, the crazy. Hope that this is like my 3rd thing. You know how like bad things happen in 3s? Because I had the lizard, and then I had Shopify have like a bunch of issues, and then now my card got hacked. So here's hoping we're done with tragedies. Would be honestly amazing if that could just be the case, because I couldn't be more over it if I tried. If I even remotely tried. I am just sick to death over it all, and I want to cry and throw up about it. That's just my truth. It is simply just my truth. So I am going to be working. I will probably be watching some YouTube, of course, and then I'll probably be doing some reading, because that's just how I do. And then I don't know what I'll get up to this afternoon. But I did call the bank, and I left them a new voicemail basically summarizing everything that transpired last night. Sent them an email, and then either they will I will wake up to my phone ringing tomorrow and it's them, or when I wake up tomorrow before we go to the grocery store, I will give them a call again. Because the thing is like my bank, I looked it up how like long it takes to get a new card on their website, and it's 7 to 10 days, business days. So I'm just like, that's like a decent amount of time, you know what I mean? So I'm really just hoping that, because it's a small bank, and I don't know if they order them from out, or if they print them at one of the branches, if like I can pay for like 2-day shipping or something. I don't know what the vibes are gonna be, but the way I see it is it does not hurt to ask. But I am just trying to remain so just grateful and thankful that they caught the like fraudulent charge before it went through. Because if it had gone through, I have had one situation where somebody bought like $300 worth of Taco Bell in California, and that was like, it's this whole thing where I had to like dispute the charges and get the money back. So like, it was fine. I was able to do that, and it was no big deal, but I just would greatly prefer if I'm just glad that it was caught, so I don't have to go do all of that. Through all of that, it was caught before it even went through. So I am really grateful for that, but what I'm not grateful is my anxious mind that will not let me rest, will not let me be peaceful until I can talk to somebody. So I'm gonna go make Chris's lunch now, I think, and then maybe eat something and then get to work. I was gonna have the oven open in a tab. I would like to get at least 4 days done today. I think that could be good. So, that's the plan. I kid you not. I ate lunch, I had some mac and cheese, and I'm immediately having issues. This is the second time this has happened to me. I've like used the same like brand of colored ink for my like color printer. And the last time that I ordered it, I had to get a replacement because everything just printed yellow, and now everything just printed pink. So the one that I usually get is unavailable. So I'm like, okay, like maybe it's because they suck. You ever think of that? And then I'm like, is it just the printer? But then I just put in the old cartridges that are like almost empty, and it's all printing correctly. I printed it on regular printer paper just to test it out. But what's really, really, really frustrating is I don't have my card, so I had to use my credit card, which I don't like to do. So now I had to order that, but I did order a different brand for it to be delivered today. But I'm just like, literally, could things be more frustrating? Like, I just don't think I could catch a break. I'm just so irritated about it all. And I just want to throw up, honestly. Like, my stomach hurts. I don't feel good. I now, tomorrow, have to find time to go to Kohl's to make the Amazon return. But, yay. Okay, guys, I'm almost done with day 8 of, or 7. Well, technically 8 is a book, so shh, I didn't tell you that. It'll be very obvious which ones are books whenever you get the advent. Come on now, it's not that big of a spoiler. But, the last of that's on the thing. Just wanted to update you guys. So, another fraudulent charge tried to go through for $900 for American Airlines. But obviously, it shows that it was declined, and it says, like, the reason that it was declined is because the card was marked as lost or stolen, and that the card is turned off. So, my next course of issue is that I'm honestly, like, I'm about to try to take a nap because I slept like shit last night because of this. And yeah, it's just, I want to sleep through the rest of today, honestly, which is very unhealthy behavior, if I'm being honest. But it's just my truth right now, is I just need to get through the rest of today. And because I am home alone, I am doing nothing but, I'm gonna cry if I talk about it. Oh, I'm just spiraling so bad today because of all of this. I literally found my mom's sweatshirt to wear to try to give me better vibes, because it's just been like I know none of these things are that big of a deal. It's just been one thing after another this week, and I'm just so over it. But basically, my bank's online banking, they were doing maintenance. I think, like, I don't know, like, today's the 5th? I think it was like the 3rd and the 5th they were doing maintenance. So the app is not currently working. And then that like honestly led to me having a mental breakdown, because I was like, oh my god, now I'm locked out of the app, blah 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 blah. But then I logged onto the website, and I was able to log into the website just fine, and there's no charge, like, but the thing is on the app, I can, like, look at the card directly and see the attempted charges, but on the website, I can't. I can only see, like, pending charges, but, like, nothing's on there, and, like, I know I'm gonna talk to somebody tomorrow and feel so much better, but until then, like, this is just the reality of it. So, I did take a hair wash shower because I was texting Chris, and he instructed me to. He's like, I know you just washed your hair yesterday, but go take a hair wash shower and relax, go take a walk, go do something. I'm like, I can't go for a walk right now. I was trying to listen to my audiobook and I literally could not focus. So I just put the last couple of things on the cutting machine. As the foiler's off, I'm just gonna let them finish cutting. I'm gonna watch YouTube and try and take a nap. The customer service opens at 8 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, so it's all good. I set an alarm for 7 a.m. tomorrow so that I can just get up and call. Because even if I don't even if I don't sleep very much tonight, it'll be fine because I can take a nap tomorrow once this is all sorted. But I feel like I just need to hear from the people at my bank that this is all taken care of, your account is secure, a new card is on the way. I just need that confirmation from them to feel better. So, and honestly, it's probably why whoever got my card information probably did it on a Saturday into a Sunday knowing that this would be the case. Because if I was an old person who didn't know how to use online banking, I wouldn't have been able to turn off my card because I wouldn't have been able to talk to anybody. But because I'm able to do that, whereas an old person's only option might be to go into the bank. So I'm trying to be grateful that nothing's gone through, but just the threat of it is just enough to put you over the edge. And in conclusion, everything was okay and we lived happily ever after. I woke up at 7 this morning, got everything sorted out, but that's gonna be it for today's video. If you made it to the end of this video, comment down below a music note emoji, and I'll see you next time.